Hey there guys, what is going on? It is Galeriot back on the 59 Gaming mobile channel, and today we're here with another Dokkan video, and today we're going to be looking at LR Hit and Goku, the latest LR, and featuring a small feature from Tech Hits EZA as well. Today with me we have Minato's Flash. Say hello, mate.
Hello everyone. Your new Dokkan co-lead is right here, and we're going to be showing off the new LR Hit. Yeah, very excited to see what he does. It's a pretty good starting rotation here, honestly. He should have, I believe, 6 out of 7 links, correct?
Yep, if we can have a look at that. There we go. 6 out of 7 links indeed. So let's see what he does here. He does seem to get a good amount of K. Obviously, we do have Inkaba as a support but
his defense was his defense was like what, 220k before supering right there.
236, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not bad at all. And 6.8 million. I mean, you know, I know everybody says if it's 8 million or if it's not 8 million, it's bust. But nah, it's still decent damage there, man. It's still decent damage there.
You have to consider also he has a 50% chance to stun as well.
Yep, 100%. And he kind of helps that Tech Hit EZA, which we'll obviously talk about. Maybe not in this video in detail because we're focusing on LR Hit and Goku, right? But yeah, look at that defense. Obviously, this is the extreme STR hit support. The ideal rotations are going to be this effectively, right? What do you think, Minato?
Yeah, I think those are basically your ideal rotations. When you have a fierce battle unit that's in the last slot, like this rotation specifically, you probably want them in the middle for fierce battle. But look at that, 6.8 million attack stat. I mean, that's pretty good to me, honestly, even though they do have the support. Yeah. I feel like this isn't like a realistic team that you would run. I feel like, you know, if you have this 50% support hit at the very least, they're looking pretty good. And, you know, they synergize really well with these hits, I feel like.
I mean, the Inkaba is a questionable addition, but, you know, the rest you'd add.
Yeah.
Okay, that extreme hit took a bit of damage there.
Yeah.
But, nah, I agree with you. I think this is the ideal team. Of course, it's just a shame that, you know, these support type units haven't come back, right? So what would you think is an alternative, especially for those who couldn't manage to pull hit, right? What would you think would be an alternative, maybe?
You mean the new LR hit or like the tech hit? Or
no, I mean the support one. The support one. Because, of course, the support one, we don't get the support types again, right? So who would you potentially use instead of the extreme STR hit?
I mean,
just go for the STR orb. Just go for the STR orb.
Yeah, just go for the STR one. Just good. Well, that's fine. Yeah. I would say there's a lot of units on the, you know, Universe Survival Saga team that have like shocking speed, first battle, legendary power, tournament of power. Like, there's a lot of units in that team that really fits that kind of mold right there. Like, say, LRUI Goku. I believe they share all those links with LRUI Goku, for example. So if you don't have like the STR hit, you can just slap him on there, and they work pretty well together. Ooh, 6.3 from that guy.
Tech Hit EZA, bro. Yeah. I know he's not featured, but okay. I mean, that is, of course, with both two Universe 6 units on the slots, but damn, okay, that was a bit of a surprise. Can we check how much defense he has here as well? Because he should have, like, double support and everything, right? So
yes. And keep him in the middle, too, actually, so you can get fierce battle as well.
Yeah.
So let's pop him right there. Yes.
There. Let's see. Can we look? See?
We should be good there.
Jump in. 270k, not bad.
Keep in mind,
I mean, if he's maintaining, he's maintaining that 200k plus, which is what we kind of, you know, is the bare minimum I feel nowadays, right? So, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's good enough, or do you think that it's maybe a bit disappointing?
I think that's good enough, considering that he does raise his defense by 50% super attack, and I believe he also gets another 60% in the first or second slot as well. So, I mean, he's going to be very, very high defensively once he's able to super attack. Like, easily over 400 plus K, I feel like, in these type of situations. Also, I would like to add that it does look a bit better, the animation, I must admit. Because I personally thought the animation was kind of bad, honestly, when it first came out. But that was 1x speed. 2x speed, it looks a little bit better. Oh my god, this thing is literally just going to make me go depressed. 1.6 million, let's go. And keep in mind, he took 33k from that Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. He does lower defense, and I think that's pretty impressive for a non-stacking unit to be able to take only 33k from that guy. I think that's pretty good.
Ooh. Okay, so this is very interesting. Active skill on turn 7. Now, I know a lot of people have their, you know, issues with super attack-based or attack-based active skills, but I think turn 7 is not bad, especially in a long event. And we have to keep in mind it's permanent, right? Plus, they also have a chance to additional attack, if I'm not mistaken, right, Minato?
So yes, they can do an additional attack, but they have to be in the third slot. So they do different things if they're in the first or second slot and the third slot. In the first or second slot, they get basically just 6 key and 60% attack and defense. In the last
Hmm.
slot, they don't get the extra defense, but they get an extra key, and they could
Yeah.
do the additional super attack, I believe. So it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
So we saw there that they jumped up by a decent chunk to 270k, 267k basically defense, which is really solid.
Hmm.
Especially with only like the God Topo support, right? So let's see. I wonder if you. I hope Super Vegeta supers on this turn. Hopefully, I know he
That'd be
supered last
ideal.
turn, but let's see. I mean, unless Godku and hit finish it off here, but let's see.
I mean,
But yeah, I really like that this active skill is permanent, like it's for the entire battle, which makes him really good in long events as well. Um, that's one thing that I will say I really really like. Man, this Take It Easy, we have to definitely, we're gonna definitely cover him later on, but he's very impressive so far.
yes, yes. I'd say I really like how this unit is designed. At first, I was kind of meh on their active skill, but now thinking about it being used as a tool for long events definitely makes it soften on it a little bit. Because these guys are
Yeah.
like, when you first look at them, they really seem like a super battle royal type unit. But I feel like even in long events, they could be used very in a viable fashion for long events specifically. Their defense is only 180k there, but keep in mind it was lowered the previous turn by the Super Saiyan 2
Hmm.
Vegeta. So, I mean,
Yep.
honestly, even still being around 200k defense with their defense lowered is still pretty good, considering they get a lot of it on attack. And if you see right there, they're very consistent with Ki. And that's a lot of damage there, but again, their defense was
Yeah.
lowered. But they're very
We
consistent
will
with Ki,
also
dude.
we will also say we are running a lot of supports in this team, which you usually wouldn't necessarily, right? I mean, you'd probably run God Topo maybe, and say the obviously the Extreme STR Head and Kaba maybe. Kale less so, but still, ooh, the division. Let's go.
Yeah,
Very nice.
they do have a 50% chance to dodge after they attack. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm liking the numbers they're putting up here. I think even, we do have a lot of support here on the team, but Universe Rival Saga has a lot of really good supports. Like, you could throw, like, Physical UI Goku. Android 17 is still pretty solid. There's a lot of support type units that you could still run that we're not even on this team
Heal up
with
here
here.
if you can. Heal up, heal up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Healing up would be
Yeah,
ideal
we,
here.
we will die otherwise. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
All right.
Incabe would get shredded at the back. He sucks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he
But
does indeed suck.
like, even if we're not getting as much key support, say like if we don't have 8 cabbie on the stage giving 3 key, they get 6 key when attacking. So if you consider that, even with all the support, they'd still be getting 24 key super attacks very consistently and very free and easy, which is really nice. Because they also have like so much key from their links as well, like 5-6 key plus from their links.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I definitely want to see what happens next turn, because we should get the active skill with our second LR hidden Godku, and that'll be on a good rotation as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? With
Yes.
God Topo and Extreme STR hit, as well as obviously the active skill. That'll be really good to see.
Ooh,
Um,
they're going to be against a physical enemy, so they could do a lot of damage here, actually.
yes, yes, and we're gonna get a Dokkan attack here. So this would be the perfect. Oh wait, no active skill.
Really?
Interesting.
They haven't super
But
3 times?
do we have to be under?
Yes, you
Let
do
me
have to
just
be
double
under an
check.
HP threshold. 70,
So we
76% HP or under is what you have to be
gotcha.
under.
Can we see the stats on here as well, just quickly before we jump in? It seems to be the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gain back the defense 274. All right.
Their defense
So
is so
basically,
good.
that 13% attack and defense would easily push them up on this rotation specifically to around 300k. It would seem, is my guess, right? Which is really solid. That's where things get very tasty. But again, that's obviously when they reach that threshold to do the active skill, of course. Let's see here. So it's 6.8 million on the Dokkan attack, it seems like, which is not bad at all.
You have to keep in
Now,
mind
let's see.
about this event, since, like, say, the legendary Vegeta man. Because he lowers defense in so many of his phases, and finally he hits pretty hard, I think getting under 76% HP is definitely not an issue at all. Like, think of, like, STR Vegito. He's 4 turns and 77% HP. I'm sure you guys get that transformation, or you're able to get it a lot of the time. I find myself personally being able to get it a lot of the time. So,
Yeah.
being able to be under that threshold is not that bad. In this type of event specifically, I feel like, even with defensive stackers.
No, I completely agree with you on that one. I think the one thing you mentioned there, right, is like getting under the HP threshold. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. 76%, I mean, we got it already with one of the hidden God Qs, right? So it's not impossible by any means of the imagination. So honestly, I think it's more than fine. It's a fine enough condition, I feel. I don't think 76% is the least of anybody's concern. I mean, people should be more concerned about the under 30% and stuff like that, right? Leave it like this. I want to see how Tech Hit does in the first slot. Just curious.
Yeah, curious, huh?
But Yeah, just curious, just a little teeny tiny bit curious. All right, you just launched the attacks as
Hmm.
well. I mean, we're gonna die here probably because
Yeah,
in kill is
KO.
about to take a beating at the end
Yeah,
unless
that's
you
very
finish it
true.
off. But
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, no, I really like this LR hit and Godku so far. It seems that they're really solid. I'm a bit more impressed than I initially was. I'm not gonna lie when we first saw them yesterday. So I'm good with it. What about you, Minato? Any final thoughts you want to mention before we die?
I feel like they're I feel like they're very good. This that we're seeing them right here in this situation. You have to consider that this is pretty much like one of the only situations they could be used on. Although they're very good here, it's like this is basically what they're built to do. They do have a high chance of dodging it, as we saw right there. I think they're pretty good. I just feel like they may not be the most versatile unit because they require a very specific setup. Oh my god, Kale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know she's dead. She's dead. She ain't living, bro.
Bye, Kale.
Yeah, you did your job. That's about it.
You
Oh
hate to
boy,
see it.
550. All right, but yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. I think this is one of we kind of went with a very ideal situation if you look at the team, right? But yet again, I mean, they're still very solid. You're still gonna put them primarily on a USS team, I would say. What do you think, Minato? Ooh.
Oh, that art! Oh my god, I didn't see that
Okay, I didn't
before.
even know that was a thing. That's actually really
That
sick.
looks that's like
That
an
is
LR
actually very
Janemba
sick.
type effect. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Okay, I think that's a great way to end off. I mean, they're a very good unit. They
yeah,
look very flashy, both in their super attack effects and right here. Honestly, on
yeah.
their card art. Oh, looks so good.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, but there we go. Good way to end it off. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more Dokkan content. Comment down below if you're going to be summoning for the LR Godku and Hit based on whatever you've seen so far or just because you like the unit itself, maybe. And we will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.
Bye
Bye.
bye.